Getting ready to play Stef for this season's match. We're going to play a native village cage match. He is not online yet, which is fine. He's got 1 minute, then he's in trouble. Yeah, native village. So I discovered a interesting bug in the Goko. Well, I think it's a bug. I can't confirm it, but an interesting bug in the kingdom selection for Goko, which is that I believe, though I'm not certain, that if you that somehow promos aren't getting mixed in certain cases. Specifically, I've been playing a bunch of bot games recently, and it kind of occurred to me that I hadn't seen a promo card in any of these games for just a long time, and so I looked in my log search, and like the last time I have a bot game with a promo card is like last November or something, and I can search any other non-base or non-promo card, and I have games recently from like, this month or whatever, because I just play the bots all the time. But anyway, so promos, and I don't know if this affects humans. I had some human versus human logs that did have promo cards more recently, so I don't know exactly what the bug is, but there's something up because there just aren't any promo cards in my games versus the bots anymore. So that was pretty funny. I have no idea how that would occur or why, but the making fun people never cease to amaze and astonish with their abilities. Yeah, and as SCSN says, it's unlikely that they'll fix it since they're getting the boot deservedly. Stef was so worn out from his match with SCSN that he couldn't come back for this one. So Stef's pretty good with Native Village. I would say better than me, although it's not such a power card that means that much. And I mean, I can use the card, I guess. I can try to use it anyway. Player not online. Well, we'll just be waiting. This is a day of Dominion. We've got 3 league matches happening. Stef and SEN had an interesting one, kind of. A couple of them were money games and they were depressed, but they had this bishop game that was really weird. Not so sure about what happened there, but oh yeah, and some other people are maybe streaming too. I don't know. Well, Stef's still not here. Maybe he forgot. I doubt it, but I'm pretty sure that I have the time correct. Spelled his name correctly. JSH says he may stream later. course, everybody I'm telling this to is in the chat and can see that JSH is saying this. So people watching this on a recording don't care what's happening later today. Tough luck. JSH, I did enjoy your Real Cards stream. I mean, it's worse than doing a stream with a program, but it was fun to watch games with adventures cards, and you both played pretty quickly, so it wasn't. All right, Stef is here now. There we go. That's what you want in these games is 5-2. You get your native village. So this board, I guess you just build a big rabble thing. I don't know that Coppersmith is worth it. Probably not. So I'm probably gonna just take the doctor opening. He'll probably open Native Village Jack. No, he's taking the doctor opening. Okay, well, you know, no harm following. Well, you know, besides the usual harm. I'm going to name a state since there are 2 estates, two coppers and a silver in there. And if I'm really lucky, I'll be very happy. You must have had a similar draw. You may take a native village now, I don't know. Yeah. I may take a jack. Probably not at this stage. This may be a jack. Yeah, if I'd hit estates there, I'd have jumped a bit ahead of them, but that's okay. That's life. Okay, so there's 2 coppers again and 2 estates. We'll keep trying for these estates. Maybe I'll put this into hand and buy a rabble. That seems pretty good. Last card here is a jack, so we want to keep that. Or I think it's a jack. I don't know. Well. This is really lucky to leave the native village on top. Probably gets a throne room. I'm not sure here whether I want to pick up cards yet. I guess one. See, now playing the doctor is a little bit worse. It lets you peek at the top card, of course. There's only a few coppers left, but we'll see if we can hit one. That's good. Alright, let's do native village. And probably another rabble. Uh-oh. There goes those. I guess I wasn't gonna hit the native village anyway. Guess he's stopping here and get another market. Nope, that's it. There are quite some coppers maybe in here. Well, one is close enough to quite some. I don't know if he'll get a gold. He might gold throne room, double market, rabble throne room. He's thinking a masterpiece. Those all seem pretty reasonable to me. Well, those are coppers, right? At least I believe they are. One of them is. That's good enough for me. Okay, so good dud here. Well, I didn't dud. He dudded. That's good for me. I could still sort of dud here, but I didn't. What we need is a silversmith. So I could put a throne room on the mat. Another silver here may be excessive. Let's see what we will have. So 13 again. So it's 13 or 15, I guess, is what our choices come down here to. I'm going to be a little greedy. Maybe more than a little. That hand there would have been nice. I don't know if he has like a million coppers on here and then he's gonna buy a coppersmith and spring a whole bunch of cash on me that way. So unless I draw a native village here, this turn is a bit duddy. I could try to... No, I don't think I want to gain 2 silvers here. Unfortunately, that puts me a little bit close to him being able to 3-pile Well, that would be like 8, 23, 20. Yeah, a lot of money, although my worry is that, well, it's not going to happen the next turn anyway. I don't think. Oh, I guess depending on what I buy, it could. So, there was a lot of good cards in there. I'm going to try and... I don't know why I didn't toss that copper. I was thinking I would draw more. That was just a total screw up on my part. But, well, we're all used to those, so... I don't think he can 3-pile, but maybe. Well, not with that draw. So... we're having some amazing turns here, let me tell you. This will be dud. Again. I was just way too greedy with the silvers. I mean, obviously I could have had amazing turns, so that was not like, I mean, that was still possible. Didn't pan out here, but it could have certainly occurred where I had really, really great turns these past couple times instead of awful ones, but you know, that's okay. He may have rescued me. I doubt it, but I would have to draw a native village now, which I probably won't, so yeah, I mean, this is not going well. I don't think I can buy, I mean, he can probably 3-pile on his turn anyway. I guess taking another rabble doesn't make it any worse. I mean, he only needs like $21. I'm sure he can do it if he doesn't have a dud turn. Or at least I imagine he can. I guess I don't know for sure. Yeah, too greedy. What is this? Look, look at this. This program. It's a wonder. that's the game. So that was awful because I should have won that, but he was his deck was just more manageable than mine, so that happens. When I say I should have won that, I mean I think I had the draws to win it, but I maybe made some bad choices. I don't know. A little greedy on the silver output, I think. So he started that one though. Man, I guess you can do an engine here, but I mean, I guess you have to do an engine here. Open Conspirator Lighthouse, maybe. I think I'm gonna take a second lighthouse even. Here will be a mountain bank. I mean, the engine will work. Uh, as long as you get to a stage where you're playing in Lighthouse every turn. I'm going to activate my Conspirator. It's going to be amazing. Fortunately, he didn't play Lighthouse. So if I'm really greedy, I keep using the word greedy like it means something. I'm thinking either an inn or another mountebank. And then, yeah, I'm thinking in the... Shoot. Well, Catacombs is not awful either. Let's focus on the draw, actually. So here I'll buy an inn. Sure, why not? Good, I'm sneaking it. Well, not necessarily. He may have a curse in hand. I need a native village myself. Well, the curse was in the discard, so I guess not. I shouldn't have played the Conspirator, as I don't want to... well, I really should have discarded the Conspirator and a copper. So what's in here? It would be really nice to get to my lighthouse. Nope. Okay, well, let's get Let's get a merchant guild. I'm gonna take some cursing here, I think. Let's... Third lighthouse wouldn't be crazy either. Although, no, all the cards are already in there. Okay. Was the Merchant Guild the last one? It must have been. I do hate but... Okay, so... Let's do native or regular village. Maybe I don't need the native village. It's good if I can control what I'm picking up. I feel pretty good about my position, but you know, I felt pretty good about my position last game too, and that didn't end up panning out for me. I don't feel like I need money. I did whiff on a... Wow, this is a really awful turn. Kind of a bizarrely awful turn. So, let's get a couple of these. Well, we're back to... Oh, I must have given him one more junk card. It's almost worth it to get the lighthouse down. Of course. Well, he probably buys an inn. I don't know. Catacombs. Yeah, that seems right enough. Surprised I have a village with the catacombs. Okay, hopefully he shuffles a whole bunch in and then I hit him with the mountebank because he doesn't have a lighthouse and he doesn't have a... Probably doesn't have a curse in hand. Most likely. I have so many villages, you'd almost count on being able to play all these, but maybe not. Maybe he did have a curse in hand. Lucky. And I didn't get a lighthouse down. obnoxious. I've drawn really badly as far as my turn-to-turn draws. Besides at the start having much better luck than him. He's got to add buy, so I assume he gets a merchant guild now. It's a pain. Okay, Last Catacombs is also completely reasonable. Now we'll go ahead and play these. Well, the merchant guilds are awful elusive. Maybe I should have trashed a hovel and just bought a province. I mean, that doesn't seem great yet. But I can't for the life of me hit junk cards with these native villages. And so that's a problem. This is unbelievable. He'll probably draw 50 cards too. Well, okay, he didn't. But still, gosh, it's a nightmare. Now I can take whatever amount of banking he's going to deliver. Okay, now he has a dud turn too. So we're just all having an awful time of this. Holy cow. Well, I don't know. I'm bored. It's awful, but who cares? He's gonna this is 2 junk cards, and he'll clean his deck up and he'll catch up and beat me. But whatever. I mean, if I discard, what am I gonna draw? I'll tell you what I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw a bunch of garbage, no doubt. It's awful. I don't know why I discard copper over and over gonna state there. I'm just playing like a absolute moron. So this costs me a coin token. So if I lose by a coin token, then I can scream at myself. Discarding that copper cost me a coin token, I should say. I think I was thinking of it as the hovel or something stupid like that, but I'm breathing deep. I'm sighing. I'm channeling Assemble Me. I hate these. I don't really hate them. They're pretty fun. But we've had 2 of them now. These decks without real trashing. Well, I guess we had Doctor. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, these decks where you can't quite control your starting hand, and yet they're big engines. And these are really crappy engines, but they're kind of work, I guess. I'm pretty afraid he's going to be able to double province on his turns, or on 1 or 2 of his turns, and then going to be out of luck. And I don't like there being 4 cards on his native village mat at all. I thought I was going to get the draws at the start to put it away, but didn't happen. I'm going to keep the hovel just in the off chance. I mean, this is horrible, but how do you not keep it? I was lucky. Here I'd set aside something great, I'm sure. I'm so salty right now. For no reason, really, because I'm not like... I haven't had really bad luck or anything. Just salty for the sake of saltiness. Well, we didn't get to play a lighthouse. Oh well. He can beat me by the curse. It's nice draws for him. I mean, he didn't buy an in or anything last time, so it's just the luck of it, I guess. Well, I have to pick this up, right? I need this necropolis in case I don't see another village in there. And because I want the... Well, I think there are enough villages. I'm going to pass on it. Well, that was a mistake. I would have set aside something and then... Okay, well, I only have $12. No, I do have 13, which is not actually enough to help me, but I mean, if I could just have seen it in, I think I would have gotten there. Oh well, I gotta play this thing. Just use 2 and do... Although that... I mean, he's gonna double province on his turn, right? Unless he's dead. Well, he have to have... Okay. So there's maybe some merit to going double duchy. I'm not sure there's a lot, but... He probably has a good hand now because he didn't have a great turn last time and he has so many cards on the mat. Oh, I needed to hit it in very badly. I assume he's just going to double province here, and that's that. These card stacks, this border on here, I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably you can. There you go, $16. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure I misplayed it or if I just had a string of bad draws in the middle. It's possible I screwed it up badly. I'm not sure. Alright, this is my start. 5-2 is not particularly exciting. Courtyard Native Village is kind of a nice little combo. don't know on the opening. You can I mean, you can clear the curses out, and you can with Native Village, and you can get to a place where you block them. I'm gonna still open with it. I think if you get a couple in, it's worth it. I'm not at all sure that that's true, but oh well. He'll probably ignore it and trounce me. It's a secret. Treasure map, if you were clean, it wouldn't be crazy. If Titan Drake is watching, we're learning. You've taught us. Stef, you gotta make your choice though, because we gotta finish this thing before SCSN and I gotta play. He might take a Spice Merchant. We can predict with some confidence that he will in fact block me immediately, because that's just the way things go. I'm so salty right now. The whole universe is conspired against me. I'm right, though. That's the important thing. I'm correct. That's where I wanted that thing. I mean, you gotta get the, yeah, I'm sure he's gonna curse me too right now. Whew. I would have screamed. I wouldn't have actually screamed, but I would have considered screaming. Now I can scream. So do I want to put the candlestick maker back to guarantee the block? Or do I want to do some other nonsense? It's true joy with the stables whiffing while you still have every single one of your coppers. That's the... Your stables is supposed to whiff after you buy 30 stables and have trashed your coppers. It's not supposed to whiff the very first time you draw it. That's not proper behavior from the stables. Maybe he'll buy silver. Silver's not bad for him right now. Oh, stables is fine too. I'm gonna turn this Bane autoplay off just because I know at the end I'm going to want him to give me a curse to empty a pile and win, and I'm gonna have the autoplay on and cry endlessly. Gotta get those courtyards. Hey, that's weird. I didn't know stables would, I did not even know that a stables could come up in hand with a copper. I thought that was a myth. Boom. Combo. He's probably gonna buy Native Village. I feel like I played a Native Village cage match with Stef once, but I don't think we did. But I'm kind of getting deja vu occasionally here. It's a little strange, to be honest. Now he's probably going to hit me with a curse, maybe even, dare I say, 2 curses. Nope, just 1. 1 I can live with. He's gonna block mine. Joy of Joys. When are we gonna get these treasure maps? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm waiting for. Always waiting for those. Yep. Time to set aside a stables. Yep. Fun as always. I don't want these estates in the shuffle. We're gonna have a throne room with like no action cards. Hey, it didn't happen. I was complaining for nothing. Just a waste of complaining. Another Native Village combo, Pearl Diver. I just pointed at my monitor with my fingers. You guys couldn't see that, but I did. I sort of put 2 fingers, you know, at the Native Village and the Pearl Diver because they're right next to each other. Just narrowed in on that combo. My usual plans with Stef is like to watch what he does and just follow behind and then hope I get lucky shuffles in the middle of the game. That doesn't, it's not like the most solid of all approaches, but you know, I'm used to it by now, so I'll stick with it. Now he gains a throne room. Why don't we just all have all throne rooms? They're pretty cool. You can do neat tricks where you top deck things. Well, I can probably give him a curse here. This is not gonna... I'm gonna then of course receive a curse from him. Okay. Just the throne rooms are, I mean, to be fair, pretty cool. I need some, I haven't had much luck lining up the courtyard tricks with Native Village, which would help this deck be less terrible. I wonder if he'll buy a courtyard or another throne room. You gotta get the throne rooms. Well, let's try and have a turn. Although, that's not much of a turn. Gotta get them. Living for the throne rooms. I can buy a courtyard here. That last throne room there, that was excessive. It should have been like Native Village courtyard. I really don't enjoy these types of games very much. They take too long. And you just do the same thing turn after turn. Which is fine as long as the turns don't take so long, but they do. And Stef's very, very good at these types of games. And he likes them a lot. I get pretty bored. Like at this point. I'll have to wait and see. If his Native Village mat is 3 junk cards because he set it up with Courtyard, then I can probably resign at this point. Let's just watch a couple more turns and see what happens. Just wait and see. He doesn't have enough to add the treasure maps right away, which is good. I do think he's going to go there, actually. I think he's going to head to the treasure maps. Well, that was awful. That was certainly awful. That's my last start. Probably here's a Knights fight with these things you can fight with. Probably gonna go silver, silver, maybe. I guess you could go Silver Haven. I wonder if he'll take a Soothsayer counterfeit on his 5. Who knows? Hard to say. 5-2 looks pretty nice here, actually. Very, very nice. In fact, that's pretty bad. Yep, those missed. I'm this close to resigning already. But we won't yet. We will in about 5 seconds, though. We'll have to wait and see exactly how bad it is. You know, Jester can't copy knights. That's something. I'm gonna get a second counterfeit. Because look at that, if he feeds me copper, boom, synergy. Powerful defense. I'm gonna buy hunting grounds now. I think these turns are okay for me. Hopefully he didn't draw his counterfeit, but he probably did. Now he's just counting, do I want to trash a silver and get this card, or do I want to, yeah, see. I know these things. So I can either have 6 or 7. Well, I guess I could just have like 4 or something too. Oh. Let's put this on top where maybe it can do a little more good. Can't wait till he gestures my hunting grounds and then I scream. That didn't happen, at least. You didn't have to hear me scream. I don't actually scream. If you hadn't noticed that. We're kind of avoiding the attacks. I'm not sure why. Maybe we're just playing a more civilized game. He's using the gestures. Well, let's get another one of these. Of course, well, he's going to eventually gain good stuff with those. That's what they do. That's what they do. I didn't know he was already that incredibly thin, though. Oh, this is resignable too, actually. I'm not going to because I actually have a turn here, but it is resignable. At least when you're playing Stef in these cases, it is. It's not in general resignable because lots of people would screw it up after this point, but it's Stef resignable, so they're kind of it's an interesting value, you know, Stef resignable versus regular resignable. Yeah, this is boring too. Let's quit. Here we go. I don't know what he's sorry about. I don't know that any game of Dominion is particularly different in the amount of somebody getting screwed over. It's just how the game works. Happens in the other ones. I mean, when you say that, it makes it sound like, oh, in the other ones, you just absolutely outplayed me and that's why you won. But there, it was just luck. I mean, so I don't know what the sorry about that one means. Like that, I mean, he played it well, so he won it. That's about it. I mean, the shuffles went his way, but that's just the game. So salty. Why am I so salty right now? This looks also just awful. It looks fine actually. I mean, we'll play an Ambassador War and see how that goes. Someone's gonna be happy, someone will be sad. I'll probably open Ambassador Tournament. It's one of those classic openings, you know. You can do amb, but I'm not sure it helps me much. The only thing that pushes you Ambassador is maybe the native villages, but they're not really great villages with Ambassador, to be honest. Well, we needed the Ambassador to miss the shuffle, so that already didn't happen. Maybe he drew it with 4 coppers and he's thinking about buying a native village. I don't know. I'm gonna buy a Band of Misfits here. Band of Misfits is such a great card. He's gonna take a native village, I guess. if you play against somebody who, I guess I'm going to stay dedicated to this, getting thin. It seems like a reasonable thing to stay dedicated to. There's all that stuff. So now the question is, do I want another native village? You can trade, once you're done with your Band of Misfits, you can trade it for some other 5 if you're feeling that way. I don't think I want another native village yet. I am beating him here. I don't know if I'm beating him enough. So I can hit him twice, or I can get a silver. Getting the province is very nice because you kill their economy dead. I can also just take another another tournament. Well, one of them's going away for sure. If he keeps giving me I mean, I can always place the one card he gives me onto the native village mat each turn. If he keeps giving me coppers, that could end up being useful. So this could be a monument. This could be another one of these guys. I think I'm just totally winning here. Maybe he skipped playing a ambassador one turn out of pity to me. I'm trying to make sure I have a 8 here. So play this as a tournament and then one as a monument and ambassador the estate. So this one is fully resignable for him. Yeah. Well, that was the one game he owed me for showing up late. So I suppose the last one will be his. That would have been a good board to segue me into the King's Court. Oh gosh, possession, fantastic. It would have been a nice a board to segue into the King's Court cage match, but it was not to be. So I hate these. These, like, it's a clear engine, but there's possession. But you still have to build the engine. Like, you can't play big money and hope to win, I don't think. Maybe you can. Maybe that's the play. Embassy big money. And hope it takes them like 30 turns to get a possession engine set up. Or a highway engine. But it's just not going to take them that long. The plus buy is kind of crappy, but it's not that crappy. And so yeah, it's no way. Like, it's not a chance. So I don't have any idea how to play these sort of engine possession games where you what do you do? Do you make your deck any good, or do you just build the deck that only plays possessions? The draw is kind of crappy. I'm just gonna play Embassy big money, but then they can use Taxman. Well, the draw is pretty crappy. So there's no way I'm gonna do it though, and I'm just gonna talk to you guys during his turns, which will be incredibly long. Use the embassy attack. He's thinking, why would you ever buy a silver with $4 here? And he's right, why would you? Why indeed? He buys trading post. I buy embassy. He buys highway. I buy second embassy. He buys more highways, etc. That's really sad. I could compete on the highways for no reason. He buys another highway. Buy a gold. Embassies. Team up. But I'll get another gold, so that's okay. Maybe if the embassies don't collide too much, I'll have a shot. There we go. That's good behavior. He hasn't really played... Yeah, he's only played his trading post once. So, that's not too awful. Not too bad. all. Five provinces. His deck will not be that great at holding duchies. So, 4 or 5 provinces may get me there. This is, well, it's an okay draw. I don't know if I take duchy or a third embassy. More highways. Everybody cross your fingers. Hit exactly 8. Don't draw another embassy. Boo. There we go. That's what we want to see. I guess this can be double province for him. He doesn't really have time to not province anymore. That's got to be a duchy. This will just be a duchy. Where are my embassies? Jeez. The embassies hit at the very end is going to cost me. Because I whiff on duchy here. And these aren't going to, this isn't going to be a province, I don't think. I guess we'll see. Sad times. So close, and then the embassies hid. Oh yes, we got it. Whew. Okay then. I think his trading post maybe was low in his shuffles a few times. That didn't end up as nightmarish as it looked like it was going to be, although 2-4 is not great either. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I don't know, maybe I'll have to ask SCSN if he wants to start in half an hour, if he wants to start sooner. I guess it's probably better for all the other viewers if we start sooner. Um, so I'll try and figure out here when I'm going to play him. Uh, I was just trying to keep the stream going until I find out, and then I'll let you all know. Well, as seeing as SCSN isn't responding, I'm just going to stop the stream for now. But if he shows up in the chat, we may start sooner. But at the latest, we're going to start in 27 minutes. So it may be sooner, it may be later. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching.